perhaps the best-known Native American in history, Pocahontas today remains something of a mystery. The recorded details of her life are few, as the only sources about Pocahontas's early years are the journals and other writings left by the English settlers of Jamestown. Born in about 1596, Pocahontas was the favorite daughter of Powhatan, a powerful Indian leader who led a confederation of some 30 tribes in the Chesapeake Bay area of what is now eastern Virginia. Her real name is Matawaka, which meant playful. Witnesses have been recorded as seeing her do somersaults through the fort. In December 1607, Captain John Smith was heading an exploratory expedition along the Chickahominy River. Being suspicious of these newcomers, a band of Indian warriors attacked the party, captured Smith, and led him to their chief, Powhatan. Pocahontas is famously depicted as having saved Captain John Smith's life. She is usually illustrated as a grown woman, and their relationship is often romanticized. However, at the time, Pocahontas would have been approximately 11 years old. During John Smith's short time in Virginia, Pocahontas assumed a special responsibility for English-Indian relations. During the starving months of 1608, after the English storehouses had burned down, starvation and disease had claimed the lives of 2/3 of the 105 who lived there. Pocahontas and her attendants regularly brought the colonists food that saved many of their lives. John Smith left for England in 1609. A few years later, in 1613, the new leader lured Pocahontas onto a ship, offering her gifts. Once on the ship, she was taken hostage and used as a pawn in peace negotiations between the settlers and her father. Powhatan refused to surrender the guns and swords he acquired through trading with the English. As a result, Pocahontas refused to speak with Powhatan diplomats. Pocahontas was taken to live in Jamestown, where she remained for a year. During that time, she was taught English and schooled in white customs. She was also instructed in Christianity, baptized, and given the Christian name Rebecca. Pocahontas became engaged to a settler, John Rolfe, after he first asked the governor of the Virginia colony and then Powhatan for permission to marry Pocahontas. Rolfe pioneered the farming of tobacco in Jamestown. Today, it is unclear if John and Pocahontas were married in order to maintain peace or because of love, but they were married on April 5, 1614. This ushered in what is now known as the Peace of Pocahontas, ending years of tension between the Powhatans and the English. The two groups would remain at peace for the rest of Pocahontas' life. After Pocahontas gave birth to a son, Thomas, in 1615, Pocahontas and her family arrived in England in June of 1616. She quickly caused a sensation among the British elite, where people in highest social circles were curious to see an actual Indian, particularly one who had been called a princess. During her stay in England, Pocahontas was visited by John Smith, whom she had not seen for 9 years. Interestingly, Smith first mentioned his rescue by Pocahontas in a letter to Queen Anne in 1616, which he sent upon learning that Pocahontas was in London. The fact that Smith did not record the rescue amongst his earlier writings, but only mentioned it once Pocahontas had become a celebrity nearly a decade later, has sparked debate amongst historians as to whether this rescue actually occurred. In the spring of 1617, Pocahontas, her husband, and her son set sail for home. After a few days, however, their ship docked at Gravesend, England, because Pocahontas was in ill health. On March 21st, Pocahontas died at the age of about 21. Although much about Pocahontas is a mystery, we do know as a young girl she bravely saved many settlers' lives. In later years, as a young woman, she helped in establishing peace between the Englishmen and Indians as a skilled diplomat and cultural mediator. The story and mysteries of Pocahontas continues to intrigue modern-day individuals worldwide. Check out the Ocean County Library's database file to learn more about American Indians.
Support public libraries. Like, share, and subscribe for more great videos.